Lily usually gives us the trivia question, but unfortunately, she is out today, so I believe Becca is going to share the trivia question for the day with you.
That is true. So our trivia question for today is, how many cocoons does it take to make 1 pound of silk? How many cocoons does it take to make 1 pound of silk?
All right. Are we doing one more question, do you think?
Actually,
We're gonna
I think we
let's
got to
get the
hop
trivia
back to the
question.
trivia question
Yes.
actually
Fantastic.
for time.
All right, so the question again one more time. It's, how many cocoons does it take to make 1 pound of silk? All right, so our floor director, Sean, actually has a question. He's not, or has a guess.
Yeah.
He's not on camera right now, but Sean, what do you think it is?
He really wants that prize.
12.
12 cocoons.
12 cocoons. I'm sorry, you're
So
not anywhere
close.
close.
So,
Not anywhere close. Not anywhere close. I'm sorry.
We're a little bit meaner about the guesses to the floor director. than we
Yeah,
are to-
not anywhere close. But it was a nice try. Nice try. Valiant effort, but thank you. Well, since we don't have any callers to give the answer, let's go ahead and give the answer. The answer is actually 2,000 to 3,000. So 12 was not anywhere close, actually. It takes a lot more to makes a pound of silk. So a lot goes into
Yeah.
it.
That's
Sam,
quite a
I wanted
bit.
to ask you, I guess, when I was thinking about this, is what do you know about how silk is made?
I mean, so silk is definitely not something that I know a huge amount about. I'm just sort of learning about it here, but I know that silk comes from, so we call them silk worms, but they're actually larvae of moths. So we might call them like more caterpillars, actually. And it effectively is the material that's made by these worms, by these caterpillars, to make their cocoons in, the thing that they're going to do their transformation into a butterfly.
So do they just, to make silk, is it just, it's just you take it, what do you do to the cocoons? I don't know.
That's a great processing
really-
question that I don't know. I mean, when I've seen images of silkworms, it's like usually in some kind of a cave, and you've got all these cocoons hanging from the ceiling. And I assume that they take them, they harvest them after the moths have left them, because you would think that they would want those moths to then make more worms, so that you would end up with more silk in the future. But I don't actually know.
So probably a long process, I would presume.
No
then.
doubt, it's
Yeah,
complex.
probably a long process.
One of the reasons it's probably so expensive.
That would make sense too. That would make sense too. But you need an awful lot of cocoons to make silk. Just
Yeah,
1
just a
pound of
pound.
silk. That's not all that much. So wow, I don't know. What else? What did you learn about silk? Lee?
I learned a little bit. Silk is actually very efficient. It's got much lower density than cotton, or wool or nylon, so it's very moisture absorbent. It can actually absorb as much as 1/3 of its own weight of water. So if you had, or of moisture, so if you had 10 pounds of silk, yeah, I was like, wait, what are we talking about? 10 pounds of silk, you'd be able to absorb about 3 pounds of water.
That's
which
wild.
Is pretty crazy.
I didn't realize it was that absorbent.
Yeah, and they've used it to make quite a bit of stuff that's, again, very useful. They used to make parachutes out of them, I think way back in World War II. They don't use it anymore. Rugs, medical sutures, prosthetic arteries. So it's a very useful fabric.
It's strong, isn't it? It's a very strong fabric too.
It is.
I believe.
Yeah, I think just the fact that they used to make parachutes out of them, they have to withstand that force of opening. So it'd have to be a fairly strong fabric.
The fibers themselves, I was reading, are shaped like triangular prisms,
Oh.
which is kind of an amazing thing to think that down at that level. And that's one of the reasons that they refract light, and we get, silk kind of shimmers a
Interesting.
little bit.